Let's get this out of the way. Successful people don't start with a why. They don't need a why. And I'll talk about the best why you could ever have in a few minutes. Trust me, it's not that important. The most important thing is the what. Let's talk about the what. The definition has to be precise. You cannot be vague about the what. You can't say you want some money. You can't say you want a car. You can't say you want a house. You've got to be absolutely clear on what car model you want. You've got to be absolutely clear where you want a house and what kind of house you want and how much it's going to cost. You need to know what you want to create. Is it a piece of art? Is it a piece of software? Know in precise terms, because you will not be able to move through steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that I'm about to go through to achieve the goal that you want to achieve to be successful. Finding purpose is overrated. Start with a goal and let's work backwards from there. Number 1, the what. Make sure you got the definition right. Write it down. That is the ultimate goal. Now define a time that you need to get it done over. We'll talk about planning in a minute. But before we get there, remember what Steve Jobs would say. He would wake up, look himself in the mirror, and ask if that was his last day, would he be doing what he was about to be doing? Note, he didn't ask why. He asked himself what. You have to know what your purpose is. And having a goal, having a clearly defined goal, should be a big enough goal that it gives you purpose in itself. We'll get into more details about that later, because I get it. Some people, sometimes you might want a bigger reason why. There's millions of views on videos that talk about the importance of a why. There's books written on it. But I'll talk you through the factors that are more important. So once we've got the number 1 priority clear in our mind, the definition of the what, let's move on to step 2, the how. You cannot move a mountain without breaking it into stones and taking each piece by piece away. Every goal can be broken down into steps. Break down the problem into the component parts that you need. You could ask chat for help on this. You could see and study how other people who have achieved similar things to what you want to achieve have gone about doing it. There's something that you want to achieve and you don't know how, ask in the comments. I might be able to help you. Other people may be able to help you address the problem that you're trying to solve in stepwise process. Once you have the steps clear, the clearly defined points that you need to make progress on, those stepping stones that get you to the other side, that get you to the goal, we can start working on the now. Third part of our journey is understanding and getting on with what we can do this very minute. We've made the decision to start, but the most difficult part is the decision to act, as Amelia Earhart said. The rest is tenacity. So do something this very minute. Do something now. That first step is the hardest. The momentum will come from that. No goal is attained by accident. It takes progress, it takes hard work, and it takes relentlessness. That might not be the news that everyone wants to hear, but the people who are successful have overcome that realization and have got on with things. So the when is how we plan. We need to work out how much time we have to devote to a goal and when we have that time available. So it will involve looking at your diary, it will involve planning personal life and work life, and it will mean that you devote with discipline fixed amount of times. Use your evenings, use your weekends. If you find yourself scrolling, think, could I be attaining one of those little stepping stones? Could I be chipping away at the rock that gets me closer to my goal? People ask me all the time about discipline, but let me tell you what discipline is. There's no better definition than one by Chase Hughes, who says that discipline is simply prioritization of your future self over yourself now, over your immediate needs. Discipline comes from realization. You can be disciplined by sitting for hours in front of social media, but that is just misdirected discipline. Direct your discipline towards the goals that you want to achieve. Finally, it's useful to have a why. Marcus Aurelius said it best many years ago. He said that you shouldn't fear death, but you should fear never beginning to live. So what do you think? Tell me in the comments. Is the why as important as people say, or is it the other things that we need to be devoted towards to making things happen, to make our dreams real, to realize our ambitions?